Saturday morning runnings. With Daya. Morning, everyone. Morning to one and all. Morning,
Morning.
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 I'd like to welcome everyone to Saturday Morning Runnings. I'm your host, Lady D, Denise Gomez, the Jamaican lady, host Lady D. ITZ Saturday Morning Runnings, ITZ Entertainment, ITZ Ayasoide. And I'd like to say welcome to you each and every Saturday morning from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. We have moments of reflection. We're reminiscing about the good old days. And man, it has been an awesome experience. The ride has been good. We're skating, we're sliding, we're doing all the great things that we can recall as far as our very young minds can take us. And so I'd like to welcome everyone here this morning. It is Saturday, March 12th. We're in the 12th day of March already. Can you?
Yes.
I'd like to invite you to Inside the Zone with Lady D, Denise Gomez. The show is aired Mondays, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. and Thursdays, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. On a first Saturday of a month, it's Gifted Fingers Touching Lives, a gift, a calling, a purpose. However, this evening will be Gifted Fingers. I did not air the program last week, and so this evening I have Ariana Stanbury, a saxophonist, an alto saxophonist, and she joins me at 7 p.m. this evening. It promises to be good. She is good at playing the sax, and I'm looking forward to interviewing her. Also, just want to let you know that tomorrow will be Jackie's birthday. So
Yay!
whatever laughter we can come up with today, we will jolly well come up with it.
It's
And
15 days to mine.
15 days to you.
Wow.
15 days to mine.
So next week
Yeah.
we shall have more laughter.
Yeah.
So welcome everyone. As you know, I do have partners with me, some great, brilliant women who have decided to share their Saturday morning with me, and I appreciate them so much. This morning I have Maxine Lyons, aka Max Poet. Hey Max.
Hey,
Hi,
Max.
Lady D.
Hi.
What's on?
Medea. And Jackie Brainbox Tyson. That's my affectionate name for her, the Brainbox part. In her very young years, she has decided to go and take up nursing.
Amen.
Quite so.
Good for you.
Guess who? And guess who we have? Shernette Mignot Brown, who has brought her game to the platform. I'm telling you,
Yes.
Jackie, Shernette, and Max, it's a combination.
Let me tell you. Me tie out the goat already. Dew water high out there this morning, but the goat I forget the first feed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So me just tie out the goat, so me not have that to do. So anybody who not start them chores yet on a Saturday morning, come out on the bed and go find something and do.
Yes.
Sweep the yard.
Well, sure.
Yes.
Clean the floor.
I was busy making the breakfast.
Yeah, me know say like the kitchen. It's all right.
Yes.
Fry
And
2 dumpling on the back there.
Thank you. And in a minute, for those of you who are here, if you have not yet had breakfast, some of us can now pull out our breakfast, show you, starting with Max.
Yes, me have me Dominican part. You don't grudge me.
Locks? No, me love Amini.
Boy.
You have coconut milk in there, Max?
Yes, coconut milk in
Yes,
it.
sir.
You put like almond milk, the sweet
No, you
milk.
can't in there.
Me Dominican part rich.
Sure.
You have enough money.
It's tush. It's tush bad.
So want to say morning, and Jackie, come pop out your breakfast for us this morning.
Sorry, it's chocolate tea. You know, say I can't chocolate tea if you not run over the side of the mug.
So we don't understand how that mug looks so modern.
Pretty.
Hold up your
mug,
cup, please,
the
Jack.
Indamil mug have too much oil in there. I'm tired for Saturday.
You know, so here
I
is
forget when I'm modern ones.
okay. So she's sporting an afro.
At things like these,
Yes.
Sister Shernette sell.
Oh,
Yes, I was about to say yes.
Sister Shernette
Yeah,
sell
Them
things
kind
like
of
these.
things. Yes,
See a little hole
yes.
in our hat up at top. That's so in here.
Yes.
There you
And
go.
she line up her lip there do look like
I
pencil.
tell you.
She look like she kind of look like me if me close my eyes.
Right?
And on top of that, me have me fry over boiled dumpling with me cook up tomatoes with little onion. It's not
Yes.
onion, you know, it's
Onion.
onion.
Right.
Yeah, fry up
Onion.
seasoning.
You cook up onion. So me fry over boiled dumpling
You fry up
and me
seasoning.
chocolate tea with the
Yeah,
hile on top of it. The hile.
All right. So me no know about Charnet. Charnet, you did get to do anything because you were tying out the goat.
Me dear, my things kind of hard probably this week, you know. So see me a little cream crackers. See there? Me have one roll left. Little cream crackers
Oh, you have a row.
Raw.
and black tea. Me no have no honey. Me no have no chocolate. I just black bush tea.
No,
I forgot go down with them crackers here right now. But to the Lord be praised, you know.
Yes.
Yes,
Little gas won't ride me till
We
later.
give him thanks for what him give you.
Yes.
On my end, so on my end, me just have 4 little crackers, and me no know who wants some of me salting in the back. So shortly I shall be dipping.
All right.
I shall be doing the scooping. So welcome. You must be wondering, everybody must be wondering, is what topic today? Well, I did put the promo out. Ton Johan McFashin. Back in the day, with parents, whomever in the household, neighbor, family, friend, it did tough, you know. Some people did have it rough, you know.
Yes.
And when them
Very.
turn around and look on them picnic and grand picnic, something just click and say, but then can't go to them bed hungry tonight. Then go hungry last night. So we have to find something this morning, especially when them go to school during the week. I mean, you know that hungry picnic can't learn.
Can't learn.
Hungry will knock you out, you know. Make
You can't concentrate. No.
Concentrate.
Yes.
So we want to go back in time to Ton Johan McFashin this morning. Welcome everyone. It's a good Saturday morning running.
Morning live.
As always, we are joined by our very famous people. They're famous, you know, because for the platform to reach you to where you're there, it means there's something special happening for you. We just pop up like that and you just zoom in like this. Isn't that nice? So we want to welcome everybody, starting off with Andrea, who is all the way in Barbados.
Hey, Andrea.
One away.
Yeah.
Andrea said, like the t-shirt, Jackie. I could do
Thank
it.
you, darling. My sister brought back from Jamaica for me yesterday.
Yes. And Vero. Hey, Vero.
Barrel come.
Beryl Cobb and Verolyn, that's a good friend of mine, Paul and June, sister. Hey, Vero, welcome morning to you. And as we are talking, you know, you can start sharing your good old days of how things did tough and what you get to eat or what you where you sleep. All those things we're talking where you wear. Brenda is a fan. Morning, beautiful queen.
Hi, Brenda.
Hi, Brenda. Good morning.
Good morning, Brenda.
Morning.
Yes, and one of my church family, Clinton. Morning. Good. Hello, ladies.
Hello, ladies.
Good morning.
Carolyn.
And this is
Max, that's what I'm cooking for this morning. Oh, somebody make a mini porridge. Lana making a mini porridge.
So that's my auntie. That's my Auntie Joy. Max, that's what I'm cooking for breakfast this morning. How many porridge? Your auntie, welcome. She is all the way up here in the beautiful community called Penance.
Oh, nice.
Yes, Auntie
Joy
on this morning. So thank God everything me talks. I'm not lying.
I'm not lying.
You never know who I go.
You have backup.
So morning, everyone. Welcome. Don't forget, once you come on, you share the link with someone and say, hey, watch, subscribe. Me almost reach 500. Me need to check. But when we looked the other day, me did just shy away
All
from
right, way to
500. So
go.
we're
Good.
rolling.
It's a move. It's a move. It's
It's a
climbing
move.
up
Good.
It's
here.
a move. So welcome. We want to start talking. It's
Clinton
12
says,
minutes
hello, ladies.
after.
Good morning. Hi, Clinton.
Yes, it's 12 minutes after 10. As you know, Jen will be joining us once she done teach.
Mm-hmm.
You know, she
Do not
go,
teach Jamal.
she open up a brilliant mind somewhere and then she move over to us for a little downtime.
Yeah.
To
Yes.
you know, she need that after she have to
For
teach.
a different is that different stimulation on this side?
Is it?
Yes. Absolutely.
Yes.
It is.
Indeed.
Yes.
So,
Mm-hmm.
turn your hand, make fashion.
Mm-hmm.
Lord Jackie, what you have to say about that this morning?
Lord have mercy. We'll leap. We'll leap.
So
Because
we take them in bits and pieces.
there, when you mentioned the topic, the very first thing that came to me was when my grandfather used to go to the market, stand up at the market gate and sell his hymnals. He would sell hymnals and Bible. And then when he's heading back home, he would stop at the bakery, Mr. Lamb's bakery in Bamboo, and he would get the refuse, the bread them what they don't want. Some of them soon turn and soon Jonjo soon start grow upon them. I don't know what Jonjo is.
Yes.
And he would put them in a handle bag, like one leatherette handle bag that he would walk with.
Just a minute. Maybe you should explain to those who don't know. Just
Mold.
Yeah.
When it's close to growing, mold is close to growing on the bread. And he would bring the bag with the bread, hang it up behind the door. Most of it, a lot of it, if it begins to change or the mold begins to grow on it, he would feed it to the pigs or mix it in the pig feed and also mix it and give to the dogs. But a lot of it were our bread for dipping in it, and then the little tea what we get or something like that. So we'd go behind the door, never have no fancy bread box or anything like that. And we'd go behind the door, pantry in here, put our hand down in the bag and take out a piece of bread and break it, and we'd dip it in our hot chocolate or chocolate tea.
There you go, ma'am.
Our tea bag.
Thank you for sharing that,
Our
Jackie.
tea.
Yes, and we're coming back as we go around. Max.
Lord, Mrs. My granny title was Tonya and make fashion. She was the inventor and she had a PhD in that. So most time it was whatever we eat for dinner left over the next morning. If it's food, them cook dumpling and yam and banana next morning. We fry it over. Sometimes when they even have eyes, so we roast it.
Here like this.
Yes, just like Jackie's doing. But one of the a few of the meals that intrigued me most of all was the fact that my grandmother cooked one meal that was outstanding for me was she cooked white rice with curry cocoa. We all know what cocoa is, right?
Yes.
We cut up the cocoa and curry and we eat it with the rice. Now that was too starch.
Yes. But then no literally burn off in no time.
But the sweet, me never understand say too starch me I eat neither. I never
No, because the curry give it a nice
yeah. So she make the curry. She curry the cook, so she cook it soft at the top, that gravy thing, so it's thick and nice, and eat it on the rice. Curry cocoa with rice. We eat curry young jackfruit. The young jack, everybody know jackfruit.
Yes.
So she would cut the jackfruit when it's young, cut out the inside and curry to come like meat, come like tripe, but she curry it and we eat it with rice.
I've heard of that.
Yeah.
I've never had it.
Well, that's a thing now, That's a thing. That's a big thing now in the vegan, vegan world.
Yes.
And you go to you go to the upstanding,
Meat that for me,
right?
I eat that because my grandmother was the inventor of that.
My grandmother used to drop in the soup the seed of the jackfruit. Drop the seed in the soup.
Boiled jackfruit seed.
When we used to
but
while dinner cook it in a canning span at the fireside while the dinner cook as like a picnic.
Right. That was appetizer.
Yeah,
that was appetizer. Yeah, it's true. And nowadays too, so them even a jerk the jackfruut.
They are.
I heard.
Jackfruit.
I must say my granny recipe then take away.
I tell you, they owe your money.
They owe your money.
So
You need to collect some royalty.
Yes, yes. You need to collect royalties now.
Yes. We also have
Yes.
curry Irish potato with rice.
Mm-hmm.
So everything then anything chicken, curry, some Irish potato. Irish potato was never eaten as a starch in my house. Never. It was always
It
one
was
of the
salting.
salting. So she cooked the
Oh
rice and then
wow.
put the Irish potato and put little jeera. Jeera is a Indian Indian spice. Some
Jackie, I
little
see you're
yes.
reading.
They call it
Yes,
jeera.
because
So
we
she
know
put jeera and the
Jira.
curry and the garlic,
Mm.
fresh garlic, everything and cook down the Irish potato, fry it up little, then put water and cook it down until it's soft and kind
Yes,
of
so
runny.
Maxine,
And we eat that with rice.
one day we're gonna have to cook those meals just to revisit
Yes.
the taste and we're gonna just have
Yeah.
to
But you have something there because the other day one of my cousin called me, wanted wanted to remember a recipe that our grandmother used to make. But I don't want to
Mhm.
cut you, Max. Go ahead,
Yeah, that's
Max.
okay. Me not bleed.
Ah,
Yes, yes.
yes,
My goodness.
yes.
So you know
I
something. So Charlotte, go ahead. You were about to say.
Yeah, all.
Yeah. Let me just piggyback on what Max was saying because my my grandmother used to make this thing. She called it flumbo dip.
Mhm.
And
right.
it was the other day, one of my cousins that she raised also called me and said, Sharon, they call me Sharon. Sharon, do you remember how to make flumbo dip? And of course, me remember, me always down my granny elbow, everything she do me there right there. So, but it was when you had no meat, because my grandfather, when they took me, they was near 70. So, by the time you're little pit, them at 80. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
Yes.
old
yeah.
people them. So they
Yes.
never worked, but their children were abroad. So they lived off the children, sending them barrels, sending them money. But if it happened that the money, the post office had an issue and the money come, stamp
Mhm.
their sea and mail get hold up, especially from England, because two of my
Yes.
uncles live in England. Then
Mhm.
you go through like a rough patch. But my
Right.
grandfather was a subsistent farmer. So at any given time we had animals who were coming up, and those would be for the slaughter at some point, to feed the family or so and the crops. But when
Mhm.
things tight, man, my grandmother used to make coconut milk, and she
Mm-hmm.
put that on a low flame,
Mhm.
and she would add like the soft banana them in it, very soft green
Yes.
banana. When they
Yes.
get to a certain point, she put the banana in there. She make two dumpling,
Yes.
some spinners, and some little round one. She
Yes.
drop it in there, and then she would get the anato. She always had a little calico bag with the anato, and Jackie, I catch fit
Me
over there.
telling you.
Because
And
remember
then
the cereal.
she would have, yeah, she would have. You see how when the good strong Jamaica scallion get in that and you smell that,
Yes.
you think
Oh,
meat in
sweet.
there, no meat, no,
Man.
She dropped the pepper, she dropped the scallion, she drop in piece of thyme in there, and she when it almost done, she squeezed the anato in the thing, give it a nice color.
Pretty color,
Color.
yes.
And the thing did come in, so the consistency was a little thickish, not very thick,
Mm-hmm.
not
Mhm.
thick like porridge, a good thick like maybe a good soup.
Yes.
But
Mm-hmm.
then you would eat the whole thing and everything would be boiled in it.
Yes.
Yes.
And
Mhm.
then sometimes my grandfather would have said fish pot. And while she had make that, he said, "We go down at the river." My grandmother name was Sarah. So when I say Sarah, we go down at the river, say I go see if nothing catch. And he would go down there, and whatever was in the fish pot, when he bring that back, she throw that in there too, That time
Lord.
that turn up now, it turn up now.
Yes. A ton
And
of it.
that would be
Turn
like a
top.
good one pot meal. And I mean, back
Yes.
then we never think it was any big thing, but I mean, them something that should have some kind of cookbook right now.
Yes.
Mhm.
You know
You
what
That's
know
that
what
what,
I'm
was?
Maxine?
thinking.
Maybe
So
maybe we
Charlotte, you
can
know
put
what
that
that was
idea
called?
together.
Sorry. You know
Yeah.
what that was
And the
called,
three of
Charlotte?
us
You know
can
what
do
we
that.
call that? Pakasa.
hmm Oh, that's what
Pakasa.
you call it?
Our come together. Yes. My grandma used to call it come together.
Well,
And then some
my
people in my
grandparents
district
used
call
to
it
make something
Pakasa.
similar and they call it lapsi.
Yeah, they know. I said
Pass,
here we
Okay.
call it
pass.
Pakasa.
Wow. And that's
I
what I'm
wanna the flumbo
talking.
dip.
So, I'm talking about how you guys had such rich
Yes,
early
man.
beginnings
Yes.
because as much as they didn't have this salting, like I'm putting, I'm running on the lower third there, name your favorite salting. Maybe the salting never was only Sunday for some people, barely,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
During the week, them turn them hand and
Make
make
Fashin.
fashion.
And
So,
Yes.
boy,
peoples.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
listening to you guys and I'm like, oh dear Lord, because if my Auntie Joy is on, but again, I went to penance at a time when things were fine.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
When
But
you
you
rich.
realize some
we never,
people,
we
you
Bless
never.
your
realize
heart.
that a lot of these
I'm gonna
meals,
tell you the words that she did rich. The amount,
you
the amount
realize
of shad when me eat. My grandmother used to never out a shad. Cause you don't know
shut
shad?
up, banana,
Yes, man, we
Oh
know
yeah,
that.
Yeah,
shad
shut
that
are
up,
way
shad.
full
So I
of
banana.
always buy
scale.
one shad. And when she buy one shad, say one shad of one fish, right? But the
Mhm.
minister, the whole
Yes.
shad I cook one time. Little piece. And then
Jesus.
fry crisp.
Yes.
And we eat it with the roast breadfruit with the eye. We fry and we eat it with the breadfruit. Little piece and cut it. One shad I serve you
Mm-hmm.
at 6 times.
Jesus, Father.
And the shad always full of scale. No matter how you fix it, the
And
shad,
salt.
some scale always left
How
some
is
up
the
on
Left on
shad.
funny?
it.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Oh
Yes.
my
Mm-hmm.
gosh.
Sometimes I
Yeah.
scale you get.
Oh Lord. All
But
right.
you know what another whole meal used to be like when a breadfruit season.
Mm-hmm.
They would have roast a breadfruit. Well, it depending on your age and your size and your appetite. We couldn't manage more than one time. I did the little one at the house, but they would roast the breadfruit and they would peel it round like orange, like we'd
Yes.
peel it round,
Yes.
and
Mm-hmm.
they would stick a knife in there and cut out the heart, and
Mm.
then would have take a piece of gold seal butter and
Yes.
drop in at the
Down in
middle.
the middle.
And you would
Yes.
have break off the edge and dip and break off and dip, and that the whole meal in your hand right there. So
Yes.
Mm.
just the gold seal butter and melt down in the heart of the breadfruit. You just dip and heat till you reach the bottom.
Yes.
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 I never
Yeah,
Yes.
seen so.
I remember that. But
yeah.
we never so fortunate to get one for ourselves. It's like the
Oh,
children
we did
share
have
one.
breadfruit tree. Oh.
Yeah. So
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
then cut out the middle just like Sister Sharon say, and they drop the butter down there, hot
Mm.
breadfruit, and it melts.
Mm-hmm. The
I know.
gold seal, it
The
have a
gold
good
seal.
flavor too.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, salt,
Mm,
butter.
the good
Mm-hmm.
flavor.
Brand.
You not care about no cholesterol and all them
No,
things,
sir.
no trans
Cholesterol,
fat
please.
and
We
all
never have
them
no
stuff.
one name so.
Me know one
You
lady
could
used to
even
call it
spell it.
cholesterol. But the thing that's something you could eat when she
Cholesterol.
said cholesterol.
All right, let's hear what my Auntie Joy says. Back in the days, one of Mama's, my grandmother, her mom, one of Mama's Tonya hand fashion meal was
Flabberdash.
flabberdash with salt fish. It's flour
Oh,
sauce with a little curry to change the color. This was done sometimes on a Thursday Ben Johnson Day.
oh my gosh.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
you put flabberdash.
Thank you, Auntie. See that?
So I
Lord
think you
Jesus.
know what I realized every parish have a little different spin on the same meal and call
Yes.
it something
Mhm,
Yes.
different.
Same thing.
mhm,
Yes.
Yes.
mhm,
Same meal,
They
but
just
yeah.
have a
different
different
name and
because
different
the
spin.
lopsy that I'm telling you about, it start with the coconut milk. And
Mhm.
grandparents would start with the coconut milk and they put the scallion in their time, all those seasonings. And then they would drop susumba in there and some little pieces of saltfish
Mhm.
and little curry.
Mm-hmm.
And then no,
Oh yeah.
they would thicken it that to them boil. Sometimes they would then drop the banana, the green banana in there, and then they would thicken it now with a little flour.
Mm.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And
One
that
Lord.
pan
and
Mm-hmm.
meal.
nothing
All
nice.
in one. We used to call it all in one. Our pockets are come together. Three
And
Yes,
names.
man.
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah, man. Them dip there was.
No, one day I'm gonna have to make some of those meals. Just think back and make some of those
Yes.
meals.
Mhm.
We need to talk about putting everything together in a book. I
Yes,
think
I
yes.
tell
Yeah.
you
Andrea,
what, but
Andrea said we
bring
need to
back.
put the book together and,
Yes.
hello, and we go places. Hi, one can put on no stuff together. I'll just back up and edit and stuff like
My grandmother, for
All
some
right.
reason, she used to love use curry. I don't know why. Maybe she should live near some Indian people or Coolie people. She put
that.
Yeah,
curry in
that's
everything.
why.
My grandmother is a curry cabbage. You see curry cabbage with rice.
me eat curry cabbage and not
On a
Okay.
nice stuff.
Sunday, white rice and curry cabbage. I mean,
Curry
that's but
cabbage
cabbage
and it
with salted.
nice.
And that's the curry, that's the cabbage well seasoned up with tomato and scallion and onion and
Mm-hmm.
everything.
Mm-hmm.
No
Mhm.
saltfish and the curry and we eat it with rice. I mean, used to
Curry
love
are
it.
one of my
I
favorite
love
spice.
curry
But I
too.
want
Yeah,
to say curry is it has good health benefits,
because
Yes.
it has
At the time
turmeric.
we didn't know it. And the other thing my grandmother used a lot of to that it's a big thing now. Turmeric,
Oh,
Turmeric.
okay,
Turmeric.
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 Yes,
She
the
used to
turmeric.
call it tambric. She never said
Tambric. Yeah, we used to say
even now
tambric.
yeah, our the root is still there. The bed of it is still there. Like it couldn't be depleted. She
No.
would have just said, go pick some tambric. And she
Mm,
come back with it to this day. I can still smell it,
Mhm.
And she would put it in all kinds of stuff. And now you got Trader Joe's forget a little thing, a
turmeric.
turmeric is a
Yes.
big deal. All of a sudden, everybody turmeric. But that's something. And they were cooking with help. I mean, not
Yep.
only were they doing stuff of necessity because
Yeah.
they had to turn their hand make the fashion
The
because
fashion,
things never
right.
there. Because
Mhm,
eating chicken and them something that was once a week. Our Sunday
Yes.
dinner that
Yes.
Last Sunday.
you
mhm,
know
Yes.
so
Yeah.
yeah, and now we realize that them things was good for inflammation in the
Information.
joints,
Yes.
all the ginger that they use and
used.
all
Yes.
them things. We
Mhm,
never look on it as any health benefits. Probably they knew, and
mhm,
we weren't aware of it as kids. But some of the stuff that my grandmother used, all right, like no, you in a lot of households, people are stressing a meatless day, whether it's
Yeah.
meatless Monday or meatless
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday. We used to have meatless Thursday. What my grandma just said to me, Ben Johnson, there not there,
mhm, mhm,
not there, and
mhm,
it would be bean soup. It would be
mhm.
Yes.
soup with just
Beans.
beans. I'm talking
Yes.
Beans.
about, yeah, and of course the coconut milk in it
Milk.
to give it some
All
little
right
kick in the
now.
back there, but it was just beans.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Beans of
Try to
all
buy that soup
description.
over Auburn Pay. See if you can
Abon
buy that
pond,
soup over Auburn Pay or Pond. One of them.
pond,
Auburn Pond.
abo pond.
In here, my $6 you have to
It's
pay for
all
that
French,
bean soup. Auburn Pond.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
King's.
it was bean
Yes.
soup,
Yeah.
Lord
We used
and
Jesus.
to
you
back
better
on
drink
cold
it and
peas.
don't cry.
Not
Thank
say a
you.
Yes.
word.
Cow peas.
Cold
What
peas.
wrong
Cold
with you,
Cold
man?
peas.
peas.
Cow peas are the big something.
Yes, when my gonna make soup, but they will never have no meat. Put like no meat. That's strictly meat. Strictly cold peas or red
Yeah,
peas or
Yes.
cocoa peas.
yeah.
So no
Mhm,
meat.
I know that we're in
The-
school, we're learning how much protein there is in
mhm.
green
right.
beans and how
Yes.
healthy it
Mm-hmm.
is for you
My
for
goodness.
rebuilding
Mm-hmm.
your
And back
cells
then they
and
put
stuff like that.
coconut in everything. Coconut was the staple.
Mhm,
Almost everything because I'm growing up chocolate tea. It was coconut milk in our chocolate tea.
Yeah,
The I mean the
see?
porridge
Mm-hmm.
here there was no sweet milk in it. It was strictly coconut milk in my grandmother.
mhm,
Car. No sweet milk. She used coconut milk in
mhm,
Oh,
everything. Yes.
mhm.
I need to give
Condensed
this
milk
friend the
was
mug.
just used for little tea sometimes. Sometimes when we have it, you put in a chocolate milk, chocolate tea.
So,
Hello.
so
But most
for
of the time,
Sunday
it was
morning, that mark. That Sunday morning, you get like
Sunday
a condensed
morning.
milk on the
Yeah,
top.
because
Yeah,
during the week, it's strictly bush tea.
bush
Mm-hmm.
tea. Yep,
Yes.
bush tea
Mhm. It's
with the
now
with the sugar.
10:30. Let's take a time signal. It's 10:30. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Saturday morning runnings. If you're just joining, it's Tanya Han McFashion Saturday morning runnings right here, and Jackie, Max, and Shernet are, on a roll. Them on a roll. I can only introduce the topics and then they run with it. And we ask that you participate. And while you're participating, so if you notice, I have been running my lower thirds at the bottom. I say, name your favorite salting, whatever that was. You hear Max talk about Irish potato and
Mm-hmm.
and
Sorry,
stuff.
Irish potato.
Curry Irish
Curry
potato,
potato, curry
right?
cocoa.
And
Sorry.
curry cocoa,
Curry cocoa.
which we never heard of. Well, we've
Mm-hmm.
never heard of it. Or share some of your hard times that you had. Some children went to bed without eating anything, they just drink water,
Mm-mm.
and that was it. Nothing more. Morning
Yeah.
come, them a wonder what happened. And no ask, if
Ah, look who's here.
you ask
Welcome
that
to bed.
whoever can say, boy, me remember them times, because it's either me get one crackers and me drink tea and me gone to school.
Mm-hmm.
Something
Mm-hmm.
they were just sometimes, or if there were multiple people in a family, you
Mm.
know you're so stressed because it's either you're asleep on Kaya,
Hey,
so, you know,
Mhm.
compounded with the hungry already,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And
and
it is very
the
worse.
discomfort, right? The discomfort in the night's rest. No,
And you have to sleep head and tail,
and you
Lady
have to
D. You have
sleep
to
head
sleep
and
head and
tail.
tail.
So
Your
by
big brother, your big
morning,
sister, head and tail.
there you go. So by morning, now when you wake up,
You wake up, you're peeing up.
you're peeing up, you're
and not only
hungry,
that, God forbid if somebody pee in the bed.
right?
Yeah,
Like me.
it a run down for you too.
Oh, so
So,
many did find that bed from.
and see mattress. Sometimes have a proper cover
Mercy.
for your mattress.
Mm-mm.
So
Oh
when you
my
wake up,
God.
you're already stressed, right?
Yes.
And then there is the chamber pot story.
Look.
Whoa.
So if you did drink a whole heap of water in a night, there is the race for use the chimney at night time.
Yes.
Yes.
And then you're still expected to get up and do your chores
Yes.
and everything else that it comes with.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
the time your hand make fashion, it wasn't so much about, preparing a meal, but it
Yes.
comes with everything
Other things.
else.
Yes.
It came with other things. So
Yeah,
as we
using what you have. Yeah,
using
just use
what
what
you
you
have.
have.
So we
Yeah.
make our transition to another of our team members, good old Jen.
Welcome, Jen.
Okay,
Greetings,
good morning,
Jen.
good
Hi,
evening, good
Jen.
evening.
Oh, you do, Jen,
Hi,
hold on
Jen.
up. Have
Hey,
nothing no beat, no Congo.
Me
What
not
happened?
have no beat because me not have no beat. My head macarized right now. I was tutoring and I have to be teaching phonics and my head is all filled with letters.
Well, we just said that this is your downtime
Should
spiel.
I use the like alphabet soup? I want to her.
Hey, everybody have a message. That come in a barrel,
As
Jackie.
you talk about alphabet soup, right now in Florida it's raining cats and dog here.
Here
And
too.
and it's so happy that it's I hear you people talk about head and tail and stuff. Maybe when my mother moved to Kingston, that's when she started having us. So we never really lived that hard because she never made chicken back for us. She gave us the best of the best. The only thing I know that I used to, we never usually have candy, get to buy candies as much, but we used to use our hands and make fashion into when you don't have butter, we use milk, condensed milk to put on the bread.
Do that.
Or when we don't have candy, when the coconut is grating, we use the trash and we mix it with sugar. And those are the things we know. And we had a lot of fruit trees. So Guinea season, we're well lit. Tambourine season, and my mother used to raise chicken and pigeons. In America, we can't eat the pigeons then because we don't know where them fly go. But
Them poison.
um, but in Jamaica, my mother had a pigeon coop, and the pigeon would fly, but every night they come right back into the coop. So when my mother gone on town or wherever, and she take long to come, what we would do is wring off one of the pigeon neck, and we make pigeon soup. So yeah, pigeon soup was the nicest soup ever, and we made pigeon soup. So we had it made. We had it made in terms of not eating one crackers in the morning. We had our egg because the fowl would lay egg, and we had so we weren't so bad off in Kingston because I was living in Kingston. But apart from the chimney, I used to peep a bed and I sleep beside my sister. Them and my sister them used to get beaten for me because it was not me who pee the bed, it's them. Because when you sleep, if you sleep beside somebody, and you pee the bed, it's like you pee the bed because you rank too. You understand me?
Yes.
Oh, God.
Right. So I used to be. So my mother realized that I was having bladder, like used to pee the bed often. So she gave me the heart of the soursop to eat.
Yes, soursop
Yeah, I
heart.
heard
Yes.
about that. Yes.
So she was giving me that and I said, eat it, it tastes so bad. So
Yes,
I never
it's
liked
bad.
it much, but my mind is that it's gonna help me with my bladder to not pee in the bed as a little girl. You know,
Yeah.
so those are the things. My mother used to use
Yes.
a lot of medicinal. She had a lot of plants. So, like, if you get a cut, she cut off piece of the tuna and she like make it hot and put it on the cut. And she had single Bible if your belly hurt you. And I don't know if I can talk it on the program, but when you have very bad belly ache, she boils some ganja tea and we get you to drink and stuff. That's how I know ganja to be. It was a medicine for us when we have belly
Yeah,
ache.
man. That
You know?
yeah. I
From
mean,
with the
yeah.
That's all right.
Ganja tea is something that was given to us as kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And them just give you a cup right and say drink it, it will make you bright. No if you ask no question, it green
We
and
never
we
know
just
it.
drink. We not look on it. It's not like no, but anyway, let's cease and desist that part. One jumping onto what Jennifer just said. My grandmother, what she used to do too, because them not buy no prescription, get no prescription headache medicine and them something there.
Yeah.
If your head a hurt you, them get some leaf, tie it on by your head, all breadfruit leaf. Them tie one
And
big
comfort
breadfruit
leaf.
leaf here, so one over here, so band it up and you go and go lay down. It's good for your nerves, it's good for pressure, for lower your pressure. You
Everything.
get a cut. I remember I got a cut one time. I think it was zinc. I was running around and got a cut with a zinc. Like a look, you put zinc at the fence. And she get the cocoa. Cocoa will make hot chocolate. Just
And
the
Yeah.
scrape
cocoa
it.
pod.
The
Yes.
pod.
Scrape it.
Yes.
Yes, and she scrape it.
And
She
put it in
scrape
the
it
breast
and she put it on. She put it onto it and tie it up. And sometimes
Yes.
they would roast the single Bible. And they would, like, if you have a nail, you step on an old nail, get a puncture wound, they would roast the single Bible, open it up when it's hot, clap it on for you, the relevant body part, and they would bind it up, and that would be your medicine. You can feel it something that shoot, boo boo,
Shoot.
boo boo, boo boo.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Feel it.
but it work.
Like
Or
Yes.
if you have a
antibiotic.
sprain, them just get. Yeah, and if you have a sprained ankle, 'cause you can tell from me get enough injuries, But
Yeah.
them just put brown bag and vinegar and tie you up and send you off and you gone again, go and play.
Yes.
Nobody
Yeah.
now go
Yeah.
a doctor
Well,
because
that's
nobody
what
there to go
doctor.
doctor.
Because I remember,
Yeah.
I remember.
My mother was a plant person, so everything she used the plants. I had a plant in my yard that only blooms at night. We see so much
Nightshade.
different
Nightshade.
a nightshade they call it, and
Nightshade.
I see so
Nightshade.
much.
Say a
And
night, Jasmine.
I never really, I wasn't really easy. I wasn't easy to get sick at that time because me just feel say my mother was them used to call her Obia woman, but she wasn't an Obia woman. She was a woman who believed in herbal medicine, like she just boil something and give it to you, and you say, "Mama, my foot are hurt me." She have the remedy. Asthma was one of the things that used to affect a lot of the community. And all she did, she boiled some olive oil, virgin olive oil with garlic. But you have to watch it because it can burn up the place. And she used to use that, and then you drink it like a teaspoon, and you drink it if you have any bronchitis, pneumonia,
Oh
cold.
yeah.
That just come up,
Oh yeah.
come up,
Fix
come up.
everything.
And I keep that medicine with me up till today because I trouble with
Yeah. I
asthma.
use that
But
here.
if I, the virgin olive oil, guys, it's very, very good. It helps with asthma and all of that. So I grew up in Kingston, but my mother brought the culture from the country to Kingston. So we still get a little taste of the country living when you get your cocoa tea or me know how to dip me because I'm Kingstonian. So dipping crackers in tea or broken up the crackers in your porridge and those things was given because of my mother's lifestyle in the country. So she brought it and we saw that. Eggnog, we never used to buy eggnog when Christmas time. My mother made eggnog from the scratch. Beat up, she had the something and she beat the egg, and she put the egg and all these things. My mother used to give us raw egg to eat. It's like raw egg to drink because they say it's good for your body or something. So we use all of those things, even though I was born in Kingston.
Thank you. Thank you. And
when we fall, there's a fry, there's a leg every now and then, and when they get a fry, it come like a fire in your day.
Lordy, help
God.
us.
It wasn't only food, because there was a time when my mother's business, things just went down, and by now I was out of the house trying to make life after high school and whatever. So my youngest brothers and sisters, they were home, and when we sit and we talk about, reminisce about life, my sister, even last night, she was reminding me of when she went to school with air-conditioned socks. One rat.
Oh yeah.
The rat eat out the whole of the front, the mouth of the socks. And all that was left was a hole where she couldn't push her foot through. And my school that we went to, St. Hilda's High School, they were very strict when it came on to your uniform. So the socks had to bend over to a certain amount, like about a 1.5 inch bend over. But if she pulled on the socks in the shoes now to cover her toe, she will get the amount of bend where she needs. So what she have to do is pull out the socks, push her foot through the mouth of the socks where the hole is, and just kind of grab it, make it grab through our big toe to hold, so she couldn't get the hole over the socks. So,
But Jackie, you remember when sometimes the elasticity in your socks would have wear out, and you put a rubber band under the socks.
Yeah.
You put a rubber band over your toe and pull it up, and then you fold the socks over the rubber band, and God help you if in the day it pop, And that just pull at your ankle.
Yes, it just.
The whole of your secret out.
I remember the panty string. The panty string. Sometime when you have on if you're poor, and you wear panty and the string gone, you have to get elastic and put in and tie the string on the panty.
And the other translation is bag elastic.
Bag elastic, yes.
Right, bag elastic. Yep.
And don't forget about the pillow. When back then we never sleep on fancy pillow with no down pillow and no fancy. My grandmother make the pillow bag and she get every piece of crapsies and stuff it. That was our pillow.
Crapsies, yes.
And that was my duty because my grandmother used to sew.
It's tough and it's hard and it's everything, make your ears just feel sore when they wake up. But that was our pillow. There was no fancy pillow that we have. Not to mention the patchwork sheet.
Yes, I guess I made a go Max. The patchwork spread.
All different color pieces of crafts. Anyway, if it come from dressmaker.
Every old frack you have
learn it in school. We learn it in
stick them together and make a nice spread. We put on the bed and the pillow case we match it.
Okay, try to buy a quilt blanket now. Quilt.
I know.
Yes.
Quilt, they call it.
Yes.
Yes.
It's fancy now. It's gone abroad.
Boys never wear underwear. Boys wear saucer pants.
Oh yeah, boy bat. In your boy bat.
You have to do batty jar because they make a strong holy pants and 2 batty jar and no brief. Yes. And lots of boys never wear brief back then. Brief are when you go to school or when you go to church.
Yes.
Pants.
Yeah.
No underwear, just the pants. And
enough time me see boy bottom bust out. And me I tell them sorry for them.
Yep.
Toilet paper was another thing. We never had toilet paper. Toilet paper was newspaper, brown paper bag, banana trash,
banana leaf, dry banana leaf.
All of those things. You know that poem I have about history as a
Yes. That
was how I grew up. I never know what toilet paper look like unless foreigner come out. It was straight banana leaf, dry banana leaf at that. Our newspaper. If somebody in the district rich and get newspaper, you get some our book leaf.
And you better brush it off because
when the book finish, you report the leaf because I got time for your toilet paper. We couldn't keep book.
Yeah, that's very hard. And I was the last child for my mother and father. So I grew up to me in luxury because, as I said, when I used to get a little money, I bought Asham, Jacaston.
You treat yourself, Jen.
I treated myself well. And I think that is what is telling on me now. So, I really enjoyed my life because I was a little one. Beating, others used to have to take my beating because me and my sister me and my sister Sandra used to look alike. So when we do anything, sometimes she get the beat because my mother mistake us.
Oh God.
I used to get away with a lot of things.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Are we laughing about the same thing?
So here is Herman.
My baggy thing up on the baggy.
Oh God.
Oh, Herman. I love Herman experience in baggy pop street. That's when the elastic wear out.
The elastic wear out.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
You know, Herman.
Now Lane Bryant,
Oh, my God.
Bryant is my friend because they're having a sale now for 10 panties for $39. And I tell you, I buy them.
Free commercial.
I buy them now. Now I can buy the panties, you know?
Oh Lord.
Turn your hand.
Back then we have 3 different sets of underwear. One of the ones that my grandmother make. In the piece of cloth she get, she make panties. She buy elastic by the yard. And she would make the panty from any kind of fabric. No elastic around the foot, just the waist. So you wear that in the yard, and then you have the seersucker you wear to school, and then you have the fancy one you wear to church.
Remember seersucker?
Yes. Seersucker we wear them to school, and then they have the nice one
Yes.
we wear to church. So 3 different sets of underwear that was.
Right. And you better not mix them up neither, don't mix them up,
Mix them up. My grandmother put up special panty for me for special time.
Yeah.
No, when it came time for me to put on the panty, so she got for some special church function at Kingston. Put on put on the new panty, put on the panty what me have saving and all. Lady D, the panty couldn't fit.
No, put on
Have it so long. Put it down there. Put it down. Till the panty no fit me no more. Me go back to what I old panty bingo bag. When I carry bloomers, she used to make bloomers.
Bloomers, yes. Remember bloomers too.
I used to wear bloomers too.
Yeah,
but it's so nice to see that the parents used to specialize. Like I remember my mother had a suitcase with nighties, and those are for like when you're sick, special occasion. Like if anybody you put on those special things. And I said those things go for years till them dry rotten. I don't know why they put up those things. Put up panty, put up 90s. And them dry rotten, them can't wear no more. You know?
Mr. Love, nice night them put up. Mr.
Me not put up one again. As soon as we go store and buy them I wash and put on.
Me too. It's for that reason. It's for that reason why I'll go out and buy them now. And as soon as I buy them, wash and wear.
You wear them.
We don't have the 90 part put up still, but the underwear, and then they put up. We still have our half slip. Brand new half slip.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I want to tell you one better. Me still have my granny slip. Me have a full slip and a half slip. Till now. And my granny dead from 1990.
Oh my goodness.
Me have our belt, me have our slip, me have my grandfather's sweater, and him dead from 1986. But anyway, that's a different topic for a different day. So, with me now, we used to like when my mom had left Jamaica from the 70s. So when she sent Barrel, it's 4 girls, it's 4 sisters, 3 sisters I have. I was growing like a weed at one time, just tall, so more than my big sister. And my foot then did big. So yes, when Barrel come, she used to just buy the same size for me because her take on it was, you are the younger one, supposed to be bigger than she. So you see, when my sister step in her shoes, nice, me I feel walk because me I get blind here, Try to squeeze me.
Right.
But because you wait for Barrel so long and Barrel come, so you want to put on your dandan. So me I feel a bunch of God help me know me can't have toes where no look too bad. I'm telling you, me get some squeeze because she say, are your sister, you supposed to wear the same size where she wear. Same, me knee cup them did bigger out her door because the things them too short. Yeah. But she feels me younger, it must fit. And when Barrel come, man, me I tell you, Barrel come to break every chain, when Barrel come a food, I run. Food I run. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I had put up a Barrel thing here a while ago that I found. It, just with a couple stuff in it.
Ladies, every dress. All right, there was my grandmother go market. She used to go down to one lady in Brownstown named Miss Curry. Miss Curry sell only fabric. That's the only fabric place. No, fabric place, Logan's was in Brownstown. But everybody knew Miss Curry down at bottom part of Brownstown, one little store. She have those nice fabric. And that's where my grandmother specialized in buying her pieces of fabric. And when she buy her fabric, and she make her 3 sister, the scraps she leave go and make 2 sister for me. So me and my grandmother match everywhere we go. Me have on our 3 sister, me have on 2 sister.
But Jackie, you know what did happen to me? Me used to have 1 sister too, you know. Sometimes I 1 sister me get, you know. Because them are 1 sister, 2 sister, and 3 sister. And then my granny did believe in a hat, you must cover your head. So the lady, one of our church sister was to Sophia, every frock me have, she see a piece of material to make a matching hat. And my granny always say you have to have brim. She said she want the hat with brim. I want the man.
Oh, Lord. The 1 and 2 sister we're talking about.
I hate the hat and dress matching. My grandmother used to do that a lot to everything. Make tell her our dressmaker was Miss Grant. Tell Miss Grant to make one hat to match the frock. I hated it. Jesus. I never like her.
She was a seamstress herself, so she made the dresses. And I did, funny, I didn't even learn to sew because I just didn't like it. So all I could do, she showed me how to hem. Me have to hem and baste. I have to baste this, and then when she have the machine, me have to hold the fabric on the other side while she push it through the singer machine with
the pedal, with the foot pedal.
Yes. The foot pedal.
I don't know if this is a part of this discussion, but I remember when my mother had my clothes made, and all of us had the same split in the side. And it was a church dress, and that time, you know, church was holy and thou. So we all went to church with our split. I think we were the only person in church with a split. And we sat. I think I sat at the front, and that day the pastor preached about the split. I know he was trying to get a word across. Oh, no coming on, show up on a leg, and Ray, and all these things. Now where that split I got church again.
So let me ask you something now. As much as we're talking and humble beginnings, right? We talk about no salting, but then there is this.
Dumping and butter.
Oh, Lord. Dumping and butter.
You know what I eat?
In I order.
That's why we look so now. That's why we look so now.
And that a whole heap of butter.
That is a whole heap going on.
That was still rich because in my days there was no butter like that we put on our dumping. It was dumping an oil, not butter.
Yes, it's oil. Yeah.
Dumping and
oil.
And custard. The custard under the oil.
Yes, remember me talking about
and up till today, when I went to Ghana, the people eat rice and oil alone. Oil is thrown in the rice. No meat. Just the oil thrown in the rice, and to them that's the good taste.
Yeah,
or they cut up onion. They cut up onion in their rice, put the oil, and you have this. And even now, I try to do it too. Cut up the onion in the rice and put a little oil, and it has a different taste. It don't taste like regular rice, you know. So that's what they still do it in Africa.
When I was growing up back then, when I was growing, this is a little thing I need to share. I used to live close to some Indian folks, and the mother had like 8 kids, 8 of them, and everybody live at home. So you know that was a lot of mouth to feed. So when breakfast every morning they make roti for breakfast because they were Indians. And then during the day the kids get hungry, then go look breadfruit, the boys pick breadfruit and they'd roast it. And there was no salt if you go to the breakfast. So you know what they would do? They had what they call a masala stone, a broad stone, and then a small one to grind up stuff. And they would grind up onion if they had any. Spirit weed was a bush. We can use make tea. If anybody knows spirit weed.
Yeah, I heard of it.
They grow flat in the ground. They would dig up the spirit weed and tomato and onion and pepper and grind that up on a stone and put a little oil on it and eat that with roast breadfruit. Them call it chutney. back then.
Chutney.
Chutney, yes.
Mm.
And they would make chutney to eat with the roast bread food. No
Yes.
salt in there, I just spirit weed. And I used to look at them like them crazy because me couldn't eat the spirit weed thing.
Oh my
But it
gosh.
was a spirit weed and pepper and onion with a little oil, grind, and they eat that with the bread, roast bread fruit. But back then that was healthy. That was healthy because it was all fresh stuff.
Fresh stuff.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, that was all organic. I know some people used to use cocoa leaf and make soup too.
Yes, my grandmother make soup. My grandmother cook up the cocoa leaf.
Yes.
Cook it up
Yeah, you
where
said that, but
cook it, the young part, the middle part of the cocoa leaf.
right, the
Yeah,
softer
cocoa hard.
stems.
She'd cut
Yeah.
that up and cut it up and cook it and we eat it with rice, just like
We have so much animal raising in the country at that time. Chickens and cows and stuff. Yet meat was scarce. You tell me, why is that? Why was that? Because you guys grew up in the country and see a lot of cows and goats and all these
Because
things.
those
But
things
yet
were special investments, you know. People invested in those
Yes,
things.
it was
to sell.
investment.
And that's what they used
Yeah.
to send their children to school.
To
Look how we turn
school.
out now, Jennifer. We're not so bad. When you think
Yeah.
about where we're coming from and the humble beginnings that we all start, you know, how we all started and where we come, those goats and
I always
so on.
wonder why meat is so
And the
scarce in the
pigs.
country and people have so much, you know, meat like
So
cows.
we had the pig belly.
No,
and
you
the
see, you look
head
okay.
and the pig tail and those and the pig feet, and those are what the parts that they saved. And after they sell the pig to whoever is coming like
butcher.
from butcher, right? They sell the pigs, and then those parts now they would corn it and put it in buckets.
In a crank.
Put it either over crank
Yeah.
or in a bucket, corn it and put it in a bucket. The one that they put over the crank, they didn't put salt on it.
Yes.
Because the
Yeah, I
smoke,
used to put the tripe too. You used to have the smoke tripe.
right.
You hang up the tripe, everything, yeah.
So those parts
And
now
they would,
was-
yeah.
So I wouldn't say it would not be fair to say every day all we eat was dumpling and butter. There were times when we had those parts of the pig that they were raising to sell to eat. We had those parts to eat.
Yes.
And another thing too, a lot of us never had electricity, so even if you want to buy meat, where you go put it?
Where you go put it?
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, that was a thing.
When I went to the river in the country, when I go down there, they had a thing called crayfish. It looked like shrimp, but it's a crayfish.
Yeah, we call it
Crayfish.
A crayfish, yeah.
Janga. Okay, Janga. So people, the guys, then when they went to the river, like to bathe and stuff, they would catch them and then they would come and I'm gonna say shrimp, but it's not shrimp, it's what crayfish.
Janga or busu. Different, like I said, different parishes call it different things because in Portland they call it busu. And like it's Central, so we call it janga and crawfish or crayfish. And like
Here,
when they get some good
Herman is
crayfish soup.
commenting.
yes. So here Herman says, boil guma and susumba to eat with boiled breadfruit, yam, and dumpling. Then she says, spirit weed good for cough and cold to this day. And then Carmen, hey Carmen, says only on Sunday they would kill a chicken for dinner.
Yes. Buckle cut me a maca, joke me a get chicken for dinner.
So anybody know? So you know you had there you have your good old Bami, right? And we know how Bami go.
And this is after they squeeze out all of the niceness out there.
I never liked Bami as a child, but now me like it.
And there you have, you know, your blow draws.
Yes,
man.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Very nutritious, very full of a lot of iron.
I remember on school challenge quiz one year, years ago, they asked, I don't remember if it's Jamaica College or St. George's, one of those high schools, and they asked the boys, what is the blue jaws called? And here's somebody, burp. It's a drawers that is blue that you wear. I remember that school challenge quiz question.
Oh wow.
Oh Jesus, help us.
Oh God, I never say I don't know.
Your generation.
Oh dear Lord.
Remember one of those high schools. I forgive them because it's culture. That's when you don't teach your kids about cultural stuff. They will go somewhere and say something different. So,
so if you're watching,
he took it literal.
literal, yeah.
How
What a
about
little
him?
maga
A
pick,
boy, is he?
So,
He look like a
A
boy, yes.
big boy that.
but you know, as we're talking, remember you had children who they never had much clothes.
Mm-mm.
We know about judging clothes,
Mm-hmm.
Sunday school,
Yard clothes.
Sunday clothes, right? Yard clothes,
And dress
judging
up
clothes,
clothes.
and dress up clothes. And some had to wear the yard clothes several days, which
Yes.
Yes.
made it even harder to wash,
To wash, yes.
right? But they don't have much more if you got change off.
Mm-mm.
So then, and then there's no shoes.
No,
We
sir,
talk,
forget it.
Shoes.
Shoes.
you don't have no shoes, so there's a good old barefoot, which we have gone through in a previous
Yes.
show. So as you are all sharing about your humble beginnings, Cher, I so forgot about the shoes part.
Oh
God.
yeah.
There
I
is
feel he's off the tour.
ease out the foot, and you know it's not good when you take your foot out of your shoes, you know,
You can't
because
put
when
that
you
back,
No.
you know.
when you're to put it back in it,
That's another story.
is another story,
You can't
Yes.
see.
right?
Boy.
So one day now we have contour,
Mercy.
and many people have had their feet
Rough man,
looking
rough.
so deformed
Because of
Because of shoes.
pike heel. Because of
Yes.
pike
because of
heel.
And
shoes.
I
tight
Only
shoes.
remember
pike
when
heel.
I used to have to share no, like when like I was happy that I was fat. That was the days even today I am happy I am fat because a lot of people not able to wear. I can't share clothes because I'm always, oh, Jennifer clothes too big, thank God. Where you have to be wearing other people clothes because
Yes.
there's not enough clothes. So
Yes.
because of my size, panty size, dress size, I was always big. So nobody could wear my clothes. Jennifer clothes was Jennifer clothes. And that was the day I appreciate my fat, you
Oh
know.
dear Lord, Jen. All right, we hear you. Words fail us at this time. But we're wrapping up in a few minutes. Let's hop on over to our comment section. All right, so here is boy Herman, me love you. We catch crayfish, sandfish, and mullet when we go down a gully.
Yes.
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 Okay.
Yes, man.
And you used to can smoke the mullet them too, you know. And eel. Smoke
Eel.
eel and mullet. Yeah.
Mhm.
By the way, I wonder if River Jamaica have them something there still because them is something there. No, not, me not think them.
Them in there, no, but
They're in
the people
there.
them not eating them anymore. Nobody now
Mhm.
catch shrimp. Nobody now catch
But not
crayfish no
very
more.
again go catch. At least
Yeah,
maybe some places they do.
because
Mhm.
Yeah, but them they're still there.
My uncle Jim and my aunties, but Uncle Jim was a clipper. We would walk the river coast, and he knew how to lift up the stone them.
You see the
Yes.
jungle.
And when you see we go up and cook a big pot of soup with the janga in there. Or sometimes we go across to Miss Linny because they had a board kitchen thing going outside there.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so we would use their wood fire piece, nothing sweet, so because it's give that smoky
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Never eat
flavor
jungle.
to
Never
it.
Yeah.
Like,
jungle. I did
but
that afraid
when
of
you see
jungle.
Uncle Jim, and no matter how as pick me try, by the time he lift up his stone, you see Janga run gone about in business. 'Cause
No, hey,
one,
I was
one,
a champ on that, you know. I
yeah.
was a champ to catch Janga. Trust me.
Really?
I was a champ. Our dear man. If it was an Olympic sport, me get goal in that. Where you talk about? I was a champ. And then because my sister used to love cook, even to this day, as soon as she get to Mobile, she always say, go a river, go a river. Want to cook shrimp and rice, want to cook shrimp and rice. But I'm telling you, I was a champ. Me had my
Right.
basket. Me know how to position. Yeah.
They were too
I
slippery.
knew where the shrimp them was. Yeah, because me always go with my
Yes.
grandfather, but he
Yeah.
used to swim in the deep spot and put him in cause roast breadfruit is a good not roast breadfruit, ripe breadfruit. When the breadfruit ripe, because
Yes.
it's sweet, if there's a breadfruit tree overhanging a part of the river, which was the case where I was, and rose apple, when them
Yes.
fall in the water, the fish them used to frequent that spot because they would eat it. So you
Yes.
see, when you go and
Oh.
you take your little basket and you put underneath uh the little weeds that grow on the side and you shake it up a certain way. When you pick up
Oh,
the basket, man,
Full of shrimp.
It's full of it. It was having a basket to catch them with was more effective than just your naked hand, because
Right.
when you put the basket, they lift up the stone and you scoop. When them run into the basket.
Yes.
So you just pick, when you pick it up, it's full. You just walk off to the side. Put them. Sometime when me done, man, me have a paint pan full of fish. Don't play with me.
Oh,
Sure.
boy.
Boy, I didn't get
Yeah.
I just didn't acquire the right skill. No matter how
Well,
Uncle Jim would show me, by the time he kind of ease up the stone, when you look, you see somebody, I make them way down. And me
No,
can't
but you
catch.
did afraid, man.
Yes,
Afraid
we
you
are
did.
afraid.
You have to just lift it and grab. You can't pause. When you lift it and you peep, them gone already.
Same
Yes.
so.
It's a quick.
Oh, so you have to,
It's a
you have
quick.
to
Yes.
put it
Yeah.
in place.
Process.
It,
Yeah,
it-
so
it's
one
a
thing I
sleight
want to
of the.
say
It was
before,
a sleight
1
of the
minute.
hands. A sleight of the hands. You
Yeah.
had to do it quickly.
When them
one thing
trade,
I
they
want
have
to say
no
before I
because
go, one thing
sometimes
I want to
from
say
there.
before, okay. One
Go
thing I want to
ahead.
say before we go, I just want to say that some of the cultural food that we eat today, it's still in existence, and this is what kept us growing and healthy and all of that. And I see a lot of people using coconut for everything, and that was back in the days when they used run.
Yes.
I didn't know about rundown much or tonka meal and them something there,
Even
but
yesterday I had rundown.
I hear that they're very good with a tonka meal with the coconut, and coconut juice now is known internationally, and I
Yes.
think it's come from the Caribbean, because none for these Italians and stuff never knew about coconut, but it is a part of fish stew now. People is throwing coconut in the fish, people is throwing coconut in the kalalu, people is throwing
Everything.
coconut in the aki. So the
I put
cultural
coconut
that
in
we did
everything. That's
long
one of my
time,
favorite
it
things
is
to
still
cook
here,
with.
but it becomes a delicacy now. So,
Yes.
I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Words.
Well, ladies, we are going to be closing the show. I want to say, hey,
Yes,
hey,
we have
Bet,
to get going.
morning to you. But man, it was a good run this morning here. Okay, I'm not sure who this is, but they say so much memory from the good old Chapelton days. All right. So, and
Big up
that's,
Chappleton
yes,
in the house. Yeah.
Chapelton,
Yes.
right? And wherever you're from, I'm just inviting you to tune in each and every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. for Saturday morning runnings right here with
Runnings.
yours truly, Lady D, alongside Max, Jackie, Jen, and Shernette. And it's always such a good moment. It's
Yes.
always informative, a cultural experience, entertaining, might I say, because there's never a dull moment that we don't have nothing to laugh
No, oh
about.
my God.
Exactly.
Nostalgia carry we away, and in the same breath, we are just having a good having a good time. But it's
Oh my
a good
God.
run, and we want to thank all those who are tuned in this morning. What a wonderful turn your hand, make fashion, and you stayed in a turn your hand because if you happen to have just put down certain things at some point, you have to go take it
Take
back
it
up.
up back,
True.
yeah.
Yeah.
Take
Right?
it up.
But
Yeah,
it's
True.
those,
that
like
is
I
true.
said in one of the past shows, it's those skills that that has brought us to where we are today,
True.
because it's adaptive. We just,
Mm-hmm.
even though we are in a modern world, we have modern technology and whatever, it's because of how we were raised that
Yes.
allows us to have
Yes.
the values that we have today.
True.
Yeah.
Right.
And if we had to go back, we already have the experience, so it wouldn't be a big deal. If we had to go back to some of these
Absolutely.
things, we have to just older.
And just reminding you, at this evening at 7 p.m. is Gifted Fingers Touching Lives, a gift, a calling, a purpose, right here on my YouTube channel, Inside the Zone with Lady D. I'll be talking to Ariana Stanbury, and she is an alto saxophonist, and I'm going to be seeing her playing some live videos of hers and just talking with her, sharing you with her, and having a wonderful, entertaining evening from 7 to 8 p.m. So don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. And each and every Saturday, as we're closing up, I have to showcase my ladies. What a nice collaboration. Mr. Uno just good so. and me like so, and it's just a blessing.
Right,
When we
Love you too.
when we can come and share. So Jen, it's your
Okay,
time.
so I have a little tutoring business going on. I tutor kids from babies up, and I'm coming forward with adult literacy class upcoming soon. I hope I remember Jamal, like something like that. And now I have also incorporated a poetry competition for first to third graders. They're going to be first, second, and third prize. I cannot tell you, it's money, 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 money for the prizes. Getting the kids back to school, sometimes they need a little bag and stuff. So if they enter, they can win a first prize, second prize, or third prize. And the deadline for the portrait to come in is June the 1st. And it is submitted to my email, bronxjennifer@aol.com. I don't want the parents to help them with this portrait because we're looking for children's creative side. So let them do the portrait themselves. And if they want to put little art and stuff to fancy it up, fine. So June the 1st is the deadline for the portrait to come in. As I said, I'm an educator. I'm an SLPA. I'm a behavioral therapist. I am also a writer, a poet. I have many books. I went to school so much that my mother said, if you continue going to school and don't get a job, you're going to be a poor educated fool. So I am now, I use my talent to make my living. So this is a part of that. No money is into the poetry and so forth. But let the kids them come and use them, delve into their creative side and find out what you know about them. What talent do they have? That is what I'm searching for. Okay?
Thank you so much, Jen.
Thank you, Lady D.
And please support Sharnette. You know me and you have to go work out. This is something. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'm going to do a new flyer soon. I'm going to do a new flyer. But for all your African American inspired gift items, cards, anything of that nature, hit me up 646-342-6838 on WhatsApp. I can send you the virtual catalog where you could do it on your phone, or you could just tell me what you like, or I can give you a physical one wherever you are. And these gift items are one of a kind. They speak your language. The people on them look like you. I have neck pillows for those who travel a lot and you might be on flights, and they have stuff like Too Blessed to Be Stressed, Living My Blessed Life, shower curtains with matching accessories. It's a lot of stuff, but they're all African American inspired. So if it's for a birthday, a special occasion, just a gift for yourself, hit me up and I'll hook you up.
Wonderful.
Good prices, reasonable.
Thank you. Brain box.
Well, like the little flyer says, I do traditional stuff, traditional cakes, traditional puddings, really great stuff. I ship anywhere in the world. And all you have to do is call me 917-533-2380.
Okay. Max.
Yes, Maxine Lines, aka Max Poet, Sex and a Secret. That's my biggest song because I'm a reggae artist. I have 9 tracks out there, working on 10 and 11 right now. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, Twitter, and my yard. You can also find my songs on iTunes. They're on Spotify, Google Play, Apple Music, iTunes, all of the downloadable platforms. You can find all of my songs there. My connection link is, my email is poettothemax@hotmail.com because I'm a poet. I have a book called Deep Thoughts. The book is on Amazon at the moment. You can get a signed copy from me if you so desire. And the cheap is only $19.99. I'm gonna give up 1 cent change. Number is 917-557-3806. Thank you for letting me share, Lady D. I enjoy this show immensely, and I look forward to it every Saturday morning.
Every Saturday.
And I would just like to remind everyone that I am the host and producer of Inside the Zone with Lady D, the community platform where information is guaranteed. I have a twice weekly radio program on Linkage Radio in Mount Vernon, Mondays, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. That's called the Monday Drive, keeping you in the know in the city you walk, drive, and reside. And on Thursdays, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., Center Stage, the platform where voices are heard and people connect. Saturday mornings from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., we have, of course, Saturday morning runnings, taking us back to the good old days of our childhood. And on the first Saturday, we have Gifted Fingers Touching Lives, a gift, a calling, a purpose for gifted musicians. And this evening, my guest will be Ariana Stanbury. Looking forward to being back next week, Saturday, to do it all over again. That's the way we all like it. And there's a joke with me and Betty and a pencil. So just the way we like it. And please, I'm asking everyone, share my programs and ask people to subscribe. You yourselves, please subscribe to my channel, because if you notice, I'm pushing the YouTube channel because Facebook have a whole lot of stuff going on over there. They'll mute, they'll do all kind of things, copyright. I don't even go over there much, which is why I had to pull back the intro, because I have to inform you why the things you are not seeing are not happening. But I had to pull back because if I place an intro, they're going to tell me, oh, copyright, and mute. They'll mute portions of the broadcast.
They did it on my stuff. They did it on my stuff too. Yeah.
There you go. So I couldn't. So I'm figuring out which one I can use, how I can tap into copyright, stuff, and just make the thing good. So we won't have any challenges. But please share, and you'll be seeing so much more from us. Shorter snippets of our videos where you can get a good laugh in 5 minutes and say, boy, this can't miss me next Saturday. That's the idea. So blessings to everyone who have spent the time.
Bye,
love
all.
you. Ladies, please stay on. Ladies, I just have a quick minute with you. But for everybody else, I'm just closing out and saying God bless and keep you. Have yourselves a great Saturday.
Nice and come back again.
There you go.
Tell your friend. All right.
So stay with me, ladies. Don't go anywhere. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in.
Here.